Are you broke? To properly answer this question, let's acquaint ourselves with the proper definition of what being broke is. No, it's not just a state of mind. Being broke actually means that if you lost your primary source of income today, you wouldn't be able to maintain the lifestyle you have become accustomed to because you have no assets to rely on. And so I'll ask again, are you broke? If the answer is yes, let's unbroke, shall we? To do this, it is pivotal to change your environmental cues about spending. Unsubscribe from newsletters, turn off notifications of delivery apps, or delete them until when they are really needed. Find a list of fun activities to do that don't include spending money. Share saving goals with people around you, especially those that will cause you to spend more. And here are 7 tips to really get free from debt and start saving. Firstly, exercising self-control. This is a mindset change. Whether you are the squandering type or seemingly conservative type, but somehow find ways to spend more money than you would have hoped. Unwillingness to exercise self-control when it comes to money can rob you of your financial security and make you always feel like you're living from hand to mouth. Exercising restraint may be difficult and boring, but it also brings you rewards and allows you the ability to achieve your financial goals later on. Secondly, destroy debt. Being broke usually causes us to amass debt, owings on credit cards, owings to individuals, or even ourselves. Due to an uncontrolled situation, we can incur debt also because life happens. That, according to Proverbs 22 verse 7, is slavery, and you don't want to live in enslavement. So firstly is to do a debt inventory. List by the smallest balance to the highest interest rate the amount of debt that you have. Identify the actual amount, the credit limit, the current value, when the monthly payments are due, and the interest rates on each. And then rank that list from the highest interest rate to the lowest one. We can go into the next step, which is creating a plan for financial freedom. Make a list in order of priority. It might seem that it's best to pay off your smallest debt, but that actually just increases the interest on your larger debts. So, in retrospect, it is best to pay off your largest debt first and then your smallest. So, if you have multiple debts, put the larger ones first and then pay off the lesser ones later on. And create a plan to do so. You can use automatic payment systems or decide if you'll need an extra income to accomplish this task. And then have some milestones. Follow the plan as close as possible and pay more if you can. And also great tip is to negotiate your interest rates, especially if you borrow from a bank or even a person. The fourth step, and this is for whether you have debt or you just want to save more, is to find ways of making extra income. You can do this by selling your own stuff that you don't need anymore, using sites like Kijiji, Facebook Marketplace, word of mouth, concierge stores, or apps like Poshmark and Vinted, or selling even handmade items or services. Work towards getting a part-time job to even bring in more income. Create a low cost or no cost yet profitable side hustle. Clever Girl has really good tips for this. I'll link one of their blogs in the description below. The fifth tip is to work on downsizing spending. We can use coupons around the place for stores, shopping, grocery shopping, or just when we're going out. And if you're a student, ensure to make the best use of student discount options. In Canada, students usually have the SPC discount card. You can either download the app or buy the card at a Shoppers Drug Mart and use it for shopping items, clothing items, or even some groceries. Another thing is to get certain items from food bank. You doing a Google search to find out the food banks around you and sourcing food items can reduce your grocery cost. You might also hear of spending limits on things like eat out. If setting a spending limit is not working, it's best to try something different. And I want to introduce you to frequency budget. So instead of setting $50 for eat out, you can set a time limit to the amount of time you can go eat out. So 2 times a month. Or you'll decide to only buy coffee once a month. The next step is to track your progress. You can do this using a habit tracker in notebooks or apps. Take your milestones as you reach them and review your financial plans regularly. The 7th step is to set accountable systems, one of which can be having non-negotiable savings. This can be done by automating your savings from your checking account to your savings account or investment account, and setting blockades so that you cannot easily retrieve such money. So one thing I like to do is to I spoke to my bank personal person, and I told her to put a restriction wherein if I had to access one of my savings accounts, I would have to make a request like a day or two earlier, or even come into the bank to like sign it. That's like way too much work for like an impulse purchase or using money that is really not needed. So that's a good way to put blockades. Another thing is to report to a mentor or a friend. And that's it. These are tips that I will be using, and I hope you use them too, to unbroke my life. Which of these will you be trying out? Share that with me in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And until next time, never stop curating your unbroke life.